The dog shall die a dog's death. This is how Yevgeny Prigozhin has said about the execution of his mercenary. He calls for the use of Stalinist repressions and the shooting of wealthy Russians who do not support the war. Creates training centers for the so-called militia in the Kursk and Belgorod regions, demanding that all men from these regions should try being in trenches. He claims that he interfered in the elections in the USA and gave money to the governor of St. Petersburg in exchange for the projects he needed. The list of so-called achievements of Yevgeny Prigozhin, the owner of the Wagner private military company, can be continued.
He is a recidivist. He received his first sentence at 18 years old. He was in prison several times, and according to various estimates, he served from 8 to 10 years. What do you want from such a person? Even by Russian standards, he is a thug. He can, for example, cooperate with Kadyrov, and then the combined detachments of Kadyrov and Prigozhin will come and kill someone, and they will not be punished.
Prigozhin's reputation did not improve when he began to recruit prisoners to the Wagner private military company.
Those who is brought here and they start saying I'm in the wrong place, we mark those as deserters, and after that they will be shot. Any questions?
It is beneficial for Putin to have such a person with him, whom he can use as a scarecrow for his people and the Russian elite.
If you take Russian history, Prigozhin's warriors are an analog of oprichniks under Ivan the Terrible, who supposedly protect people on behalf of their Tsar, and at the same time they are forced and do whatever they want. Sometimes Wagner Group can be more effective than the Russian army, since there are no laws there. They live according to concepts and have a better discipline than the Russian army. Why? Because a contract soldier in the Russian army can somehow refuse to fight, but Prigozhin will not let them to do so.
Experts believe that Putin also wanted to use Prigozhin's reputation in order to look like a humanist in comparison to him.
Putin shows Yevgeny Prigozhin to the West, saying, "You don't want me here, then he will be." Do you want to give him a nuclear bomb? That Mama Jama, Mark Fagin, Russia human rights activist, in a comment for Espresso TV channel.
But instead of his image as a humanist, Putin has received only a side effect from Prigozhin's bloody reputation.
The most obvious pattern in which the average citizen of the Russian Federation will evaluate it is that now people like Prigozhin are recognized as the authorities. That is, they are now allowed to become at the level of the Federal Security Service of Russia and the police or other power structures. Thus, they can show their power over other people in a limitless control and in unlimited opportunity to break the law in any way as an illegal formation.
And this kind of monopolization of violence and indulgence which Putin himself gave to Prigozhin inevitably leads to chaos within the country, experts believe.
In a dictatorship, especially in a dictatorship that is on the decline, there is a brute force. The security forces are a state element of violence, and there are essentially two private armies, army of Kadyrov and Prigozhin's mercenaries, Wagner PMC, and all these people are participants, players amid a collapsing empire. There can be a fight for power with the use of private armies or state security structures. This could escalate into a serious civil conflict.
Reported by Roman Smoler, Angelika Brushnevska, UATV News.